What's going on, boys and girls, guys and gals, men and women, ladies and gentlemen? It's your Uncle Fester coming back at you with the game Tank Force, made by Moby Games and Extreme Developers. Now, what is Tank Force, you may be asking? Well, it is a tank game, of course. It is, I would estimate it's along the lines of World of Tanks Blitz. You're looking at roughly side versus side of around 6 players versus 6 players. So there's not a lot of tanks in a battle. Uh, I think I've seen it go as high as maybe 8 per side, and as low as I think around 5, maybe. But anyway, this is your garage basically. Kind of a World of Tanks look, sort of about it. A little World of Tanks, a little Armored Warfare. It is modern tanks. There's not a great selection of tanks, and I'll get to that in just a moment. I just want to give you kind of a rundown and look see at the garage with which you operate. Now, the game, when you're in your garage, I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching the mouse or nothing. I'm just talking. It automatically does this 360-degree round your tank view just by doing nothing. You can change it. You can alter what it does. Just left click on the screen and it'll start going the other direction. But you can just change all kinds of looks around, whatever. That's basically, this is your garage. And see, now I'll stop. And it automatically just goes right back into the 360 turnaround. Alright, tell you a little bit more about the game. There's a support tab here. I have not used it, so I can't really say what it does. Of course, it's your upper left-hand corner. You've got your escape to quit the game. This is your settings tab. This is your stats tab. You click on this square here, and you can go and upgrade to like a premium or a VIP membership, which will give you some additional choices in the store. Your current experience listed here. Click on it. It just tells you how you get experience. Okay. Gold. Okay, it does nothing. But this is the amount of gold that you have. And then you have your silver. Silver is won in every battle. Depending on how much you get, depends on how well you do in the match. Gold can be obtained simply by playing the game and earning new ranks. You start out as just a buck private and you work your way up. I'm pretty close right now to hitting corporal. I'm about halfway through the top rank of the of the rank system. Sorry about that. I just have this thing with saying when I hit a mental pause. But anyway, battle tasks. Alright, this is not something that is available. Exciting battle tasks await you in the near future, so they have not implemented that yet. Crew is another thing. It will improve the tactical battle characteristics. The academy is being built, which means it's not available yet. Alright, tournament. Well, that's your everyday, what you play. That's all that is really available right now. I guess this would be the top 3 players in the tournament right now. And they're doing a pretty bang up job. You get, this is where you, one way to earn extra gold. Like second place is getting 150 gold for being there. Uh, this guy here, or girl, whichever it may be, earned 250 for being first and 50 for third. Me, I am ranked 776th at the moment. I started out around 4,000 and something. So in, just a couple of days, about, I think this is my third day playing, I have come from 4,000 to 776. Look at your overall rating. This is where I land right here. So I'm in the upper 700s right now. This is damage. This is how you earn your moving up through the ranks, is by your damage or your score. And you actually, from 10th place up, you start earning gold. I don't know how often it comes, but there it is. So as you can see, I'm quite a ways yet from being in the top ranks. I may never get there. The tournament ends in 1 day and 21 hours. So yeah, I'm not going to see the top for this tournament. But that's okay. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the game. And then the global map, again, this is something that is not available yet. Of course, the game's only been out for like 2 or 3 days now. So, it's still in early access. Still a lot of developing being that is going on. They're still, putting a lot of things together. They're trying to get a lot of feedback from players. So, as the developers bring the game along, the more functions and features and everything will be available. This is your button to join the VIP crew. Currently, there's only 3 options: 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. And there's your cost: 300, 600, and 1,200 is the cost. How you buy that, I'm not sure. I have not done it. But this is only the 3rd video, and probably be the 2nd one that I put on YouTube, as I still got to do some work to the video that I made last night. When I got done making that video, it was late, I was tired, and I had to be up for work today. So I didn't quite get last night's video finished, but I'm going to try to get this one up and ready to go tonight, because there will be no narration to go over the video as I'm speaking in the video. Alright, here's further options. You have the options to buy camouflage, and you basically, this is your basic camouflage patterns. You got 3 different choices. Well, not choices, you got 3 different patterns. They automatically, it's all 3 is available on your tank once you purchase it. Now this option, as you can tell, well, I just bought it, so it's good for 11 hours, 45 minutes, and 20 something seconds. It costs 3 gold to purchase it. Now you can buy other camo patterns and whatnot if you are a VIP member, which I am not, but you can purchase them with silver, which of course, as I said, you earn for each match that you play in. And you got, what, 4 there, your basic camo patterns. I'll turn them on here so you can see. Now this is what the tank would look like with that camo pattern. With that one. This will surely be popular with the girls. Got your skull camo pattern and your basic, I guess, tiger stripe. Then you got your metallic, your black, and a purple. That's your camo. And like I say, you have to buy premium to get these upper. Anyone can buy the bottom one, and it's purchased with gold, but you can earn gold in the game at any time. So, and you can buy decals. Of course, I'm from America, so I'm going to buy the American Merkin, and it also, you know, they are 10 gold each. And you got different. There's England, I guess that's Italian, and a bunch that I don't know. There's your choices for your pictures. Then you can buy equipment, which you have for 1,500 silver. You can buy specialized ammo. There's only one type available for this tank. You can buy the repair kit. Oh, napalm core, that's what it is. Alright, you can buy the repair kit. You can buy a fire extinguisher, and you can buy nitrous oxide. It gives you the action time that it lasts when you use it. And then you click on Arsenal, and this is where you pick up the shells. You got your basic shells, which is going to cost you silver. Then you got your specialized or gold shells that you purchase for gold. I'm carrying 10. I don't use these very often. I have run out of ammo a couple times and had to use them, but I think that's because I didn't have my normal AP shell set to maximum. I was down around 50 something. But anyway, and on the gear, these are also things that you can use gold to purchase, and that's armor, adds 478 points, reinforced chassis, which improves turning the tank and the speed of your equipment, and it always works. Your ramming device, which improves your rounds per minute by 2.5 on this tank. You have reinforced trigger, which stops the enemy's tank with 30% probability for 40 seconds. You have reinforced repair kit, which decreases the duration of negative factors on your tank by 30%, like if your tank catches on fire, you get motor damage, etc. And then you got a couple of VIP items, 7% probability of absorbing damage with ricochet armor. And then you have the muzzle accelerator, which adds 2% probability of destroying the enemy's tank with one shot. It'd be a nice thing to have, but I don't have premium, and I don't foresee me getting premium anytime soon. Money is a factor with me right now. So yeah, it's not going to happen. Alright, you can click upgrades, and this is where you start to improve the tank that you have. Now, I've already improved each one of my components to its maximum improvement, which includes your main gun, your auto loader, your armor, your engine, and your chassis. Now, I played my first somewhere between 10 and 20 games before I even realized that this option was available. I was just having fun playing. But it does help. It does help. That's your mobile upgrades or module upgrades. And then this right here, of course, is your tank. And then you can buy tanks. Now here we're going to spend a little bit of time. If you choose the Russian line, you start out with the BMP. Then you can improve to the BMP2. And from there, you can just split and go as you wish. You got the BMP3, the T62, the T62M, the T72 Ural, the BMD-4, the T-64, the 2C-23 Nona CBK at Tier 7. At Tier 8, you have the T-64BV and what's called the Black Eagle. Then at Tier 9, you've got the BTR-82A, and at Tier 10, you have the Kurganets 25. I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. And the T-14 Armada. And then up here you've got premium equipment. And the Russian side of the tech tree only has the BMP-4. And it costs 11,200 gold. Now we can also look at these vehicles. This is what the BMP-1 looks like in your garage. And you can see all the stats for the tank. Now this can be purchased for, if you choose to go down the NATO line, you can also back up and purchase this tank for 30,000 experience. I have enough to buy it, but that is not what I'm going after right now. I'm actually trying to save up for a Tier 2 tank, which we'll get to that in a few moments. But there's your BMP-1. Then the BMP-2. Notice the gun's a little bit different. But that's what it looks like. Models on these tanks are pretty good, I think. Not bad at all for an early development game, you know. Alright, there's your BMP-2. Then from there you can go to the BMP-3. Nice big gun on it. Oh, well, hold on a second. Let's back up. Alright, I showed you the BMP-1 cost you 30,000 experience. To get the BMP-2, cost you 90,000 experience. The BMP-3 is going to cost you 310,000 experience. And now we'll look at the T-62. And this is what it looks like in your garage. And you know, these tank models could very well improve anytime in the near future. They're just trying to get the game established right now, so you know it is what it is. It's not a bad looking model. Not a bad looking model at all. I mean, you've got all the sandbags or equipment bags on the side. Toolboxes. You know, at this stage of the game, I don't expect their tanks to be perfect looking. Like, you know, like I said, you know, it's a game in development, so as they grow, so will the tanks. Oh yeah, I done showed you the T-62, and it cost 870,000 experience. Then you got the T-62M at Tier 4. And she looks like that. Got real good, you know, quite a bit better shell damage. Of course, you know, this being Tier 4. And that's a good thing about it. I mean, when you first start out and you're in a Tier 1 tank, you're not going to see any Tier 3s, Tier 4 tanks. You're going to be facing Tier 1s, maybe some Tier 2s. But for the most part, the game is going to pair you up with Tier 1s. It may be based on your rank, I'm not sure. But anyway, there's your T-62M. pretty nice. Alright, and it's 1,150,000 experience to purchase that one. Alright, and the T72 Ural. And that's what she looks like. It's not a bad little picture. Not bad at all. Looks pretty good. Quite a bit more damage than the T62M, but it's a more advanced tank, of course. And it costs $1,390,000 versus $1,150,000. And then at Tier 5 you get the BMD-4 with its twin guns. Of course, I'm sure that smaller one is a machine gun of sorts. I'm not sure. I've never really studied the Russian tanks, but it's not a bad looking tank. Got your grenade launchers. Your night vision ports. Or radar, or whatever it is. And it's going to cost you 11. Oh, we haven't looked. That ain't what we were looking at. We was looking at this. It's only 580,000. You know, that's kind of an odd jump to go from a 1,150,000 experience tank at Tier 4 to a 580,000 experience tank at Tier 5. But it just depends on which branch you decide to go down. While we're here, we'll go ahead and look at the premium tank, the BMP-4. Interesting turret. And like I said, that's going to cost you 11,200 gold to purchase. Alright, we've seen the Tier 5. Let's go Tier 6 to the T64. A very iconic tank in its day. Got the extra plating around the turret of the tank. Grenade launchers. Not too bad of a looking tank. Pretty, not bad damage. And it is 1,250,000. Now remember, this tank at Tier 7, or Tier 6, I'm sorry, Tier 6. This Tier 6 tank is cheaper than a Tier 4 tank, the T72 Ural. But now let's see, its standard damage is 980. What's the, yeah, big difference. Can you imagine being in a Tier 6 tank and being taken out by a Tier 4 tank? Alright, moving right along. The 2C-23 Nona CBK at Tier 7. The first wheeled tank of the Russian line. With a very big, derpy looking gun. Tier 7 only doing 450 damage per shot. It has a slow rate of fire also, but it's got pretty good speed on it. So there's your Tier 7. And the Tier 8 tank, the T-64BV. It's going to cost you $1,640,000. It is also a Tier 7 tank. Two more Tier 7 tanks here. Now, I don't know if that's meant to be Tier 7 or if they meant that to be Tier 8. Because you got two 7s and it goes straight to 9. So I'm thinking this is Tier 8. I mean, it even says 8s here. So I think that's just a misprint, which I'm sure that the game developers will fix shortly. But anyway, the T-64BV doing 1,120 damage, standard round, and the Tier 4 tank doing 1,300 for its standard round. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think that tank is probably out of place.